Entertainment Talk Radio at its best with Kaye Dee and Motormouth on 103.1 WEOM FM.
On radio, DNAnetwork.com.
Good evening. How y'all doing out there? We're back once again. This is Kaye Dee and Motormouth. Hey, Kaye Dee, how you doing there?
I'm wonderful. How about yourself?
Yes. It's been a while since we've been on, and there's so much been going on.
You think they missed us?
Yeah, I think they missed us.
I don't know.
I don't know. See why not? We're their favorite people, supposedly. Kicking on the one and the two.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But, there's just been so much going on. I don't know where to start. But I guess I want to start off with one of the things that really been close to my heart, and it's the craziness going on with the children. Have you been paying attention to any of the murders or the killings of you? I don't know how you want to classify it.
Which ones? You mean in Metro Atlanta?
Yeah.
My God, there's so many. It's awful, but it's so many murders and killings and unidentified things that they're still working on for us investigations in Atlanta. It's hard to keep up. And so many. What do you call it? I want to say drive-by. What is it when you just hit somebody, hit and run? Hit and run. Why does Atlanta, Georgia have so many hit and runs? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I don't know, but I know what you're talking about. But, but talking about the kids, but it's not just in Atlanta. Just the other day, I heard about one, I think, in North Carolina, where this child was murdered. They starved, another starvation.
Oh, was it through an Amber Alert? I remember hearing something about an Amber Alert situation. It was in North Carolina. But the thing in Atlanta, that was awful. That's, the big thing that's going on here about this. I think it was the little girl was, 10 years old?
Yeah, the 10-year-old.
10 years old.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And that was really, really awful. I mean, DFAC got involved. Long story short, there was alleged abuse, domestic violence against the child from her stepmother.
Right.
I think we're talking about the same case.
Yeah, that case there. Yeah. Right. The one out in Gwinnett County.
Yeah, and it was her natural father that was involved, which was crazy to me. But her father was involved with it, and there was a stepmom. And abuse and allegations and all these other things, and all of a sudden, from what I'm just summarizing, the child just pretty much disappeared off the radar. They said they didn't have a forwarding address or anything. Next thing you know, her body was found, right, in a trash can. Burned. Yeah, they brought a new trash can, put her in there, and tried to set it on fire and burnt her up. Yeah. And she was already dead, So, yeah. And then the funny thing about that one, is that the other children, her natural children, she never abused. Because she had two children that the father of the little girl, and I almost named her name because it was so much on TV, so often, But what they did, So quick question, Motormouth, because honestly, it was so deep until I only, I didn't get that deep with that story. It was just too hard to even really look at it every time they would throw it up on TV every 5 minutes. It was hard to deal with the whole situation. But I didn't realize that there were two other children in the household.
Yeah,
that belonged
there
to
was
the,
two more.
The stepmom.
Right. Her
Were they all
children.
younger, or do you remember?
Yeah, they were younger.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, she didn't abuse them at all. But that's just a sad story.
Yeah, it really was.
With that.
Yeah.
Again, it just the idea, the way she just fell through the cracks. With defects.
She fell
and
through
all
the
that.
system. Yeah.
Yeah, the system. Even, as you was mentioning the other day, the relatives,
Yeah. The grandmothers on TV upset about what happened. And I guess the problem was when the family moved, because the whole thing, they're still kind of investigating.
Yeah.
But from what I recall, all I know is they lost track of the little girl and her address. And also from what I recall on the media and, local TV, they were saying they also took her out of school. So I'm like, I don't understand how.
Right, she was homeschooled. That's the way. Yeah, that's the way they.
That's how they got away with that.
Right,
and for lack of a better word, how they got away. I'm like,
homeschooling.
Because how could this child just disappear off the planet? That's what didn't make sense to me. Wow, that was deep.
Yeah, and then then it was the little 12-year-old boy that the father.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh man, I remember that too. And that was his natural father, wasn't it?
Yep, it was the natural father.
And refresh my memory, Motormouth. What happened? Did he beat him to death?
Yeah, beat him to death. Talking about he had drowned in the bathtub at first, and then when they found the body or did the autopsy, they found out it was it was child abuse again. You know,
Wow.
the father had beat the little boy to death. And it seemed like a happy little fella. Played basketball, football. Because every time they show him, they really pretty much show him in his little football uniform.
Yeah. So I don't know what's
And
going
it
on.
seemed like the father would have been proud of that. And not beating him or anything. But I think he beat him because of a grade or something.
Yeah, but to get a spanking or discipline or to beat somebody is different than to beat somebody
Like
to
the
death.
Yeah,
Hello.
right. But I just don't think beating somebody is not going to make them learn any better, or anything. It might even make them withdraw from the whole situation.
Yeah.
But I just don't understand how these people or the parents can have children that they bring into this world and then just abuse them like that. It's just ugly. It's
Yeah, and
evil.
but to be honest, Monomuff, it's nothing new. I mean,
No,
it's
it's not.
always,
Yeah, but
not
still,
anything. It's still
anytime it happened, that same question pretty much, rise up in my mind. I don't know about everybody else's mind. How can someone, being a father, myself, how can someone abuse their own blood like that? But it happened, and a lot of times it's mental illness,
True.
Right,
Because mental illness is a problem. Oh my goodness, we've already covered it several times.
Yeah, that's what I agree say.
Yeah.
Several times.
And I'm not a mental illness professional, but did you happen to see the mugshots of the parents?
Oh, they look like they was out of it.
I mean, oh my goodness. So
But
that
you-
little girl, that 10-year-old, when I saw the pictures, I went, hello.
Yeah.
I mean, not trying to be funny. I'm like, something's not
Look
amiss,
like-
as they say.
their eyes
Something's off.
didn't look right.
Something's off.
In psychology, when we study, we were taught that there's 3 different sets of eyes, and I guess they got the worst set because they all looked like they was, out.
And from what I call about psychology, even though it's been a while, you have something called psychosis or psychotic, where you're clinically psychotic.
Yeah.
It's almost like you don't have any. It's almost like you don't have the ability to express empathy, to feel empathy toward another person, another entity, another thing, another being, whether it's human, animal, whatever. And that's also why you have, when you have children, especially at a young age, that are showing aggression or strange things that they do to animals, dogs, cats, pets, whatever, people usually say that's a sign that something's not mentally right. You need to get some help for them.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. All I know is the mug shot. These people, they were in another world, and I would think you have to be in another world, or psychotic, or I don't want to say crazy because I really don't like that word. But something has to be amiss, I would think, to actually starve a child to death, because that's what they
did.
said happened. They starved this child to death before they burned her body and put her in the trash can, like the afternoon trash for the day.
Yeah, but going right along with everything being psychotic and everything, how about the mayor of Toronto? I am so tired of him being in the news, but since we talking about people being crazy and acting weird, this man, look like a freight train running around.
First of all,
know,
speaking
council.
of the word I don't like to use, crazy, can somebody please explain to me, how can this man be a crackhead? I mean, have you ever seen a fat crackhead? I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. I am so confused.
I'm like this here.
This chubby dude, okay, this man is what I call fat. I don't,
right,
he just
but
is.
Maybe,
How this man a crackhead?
okay, but maybe he actually only, had a splurge, like he said, what went down and everything, because the man is up for re-election.
Have you seen the tapes, Mom?
Yeah, I looked at the
just
tape.
saying, wow.
Yeah, I mean, but something like that, and the way they going at him and everything after he admitted everything, it just seemed like whoever is running against him or whatever, it could be all politically motivated. I don't know, but I'm back with where you at. He is just psychotic the way he's running around in
That's
council.
the biggest fat head alleged crackhead I've ever seen in my life. Something is not right. He's just ripping and running all over the place like he's in La La Land.
Well, I haven't heard nobody on the news tag that name to him, crackhead, So
I heard a couple people insinuate that he was a crackhead. I'm not just calling the man a crackhead, calling one. That's what I heard a lot of other people in the media. Matter of fact, Jimmy Kimmel, a couple other people were kind of teasing him in a way.
Yeah, well, they have. I heard the teasing going on.
Yeah.
But but again, he
just
out there.
You know what started the motor mouth was the fact that initially when all this stuff started, and they had all this strange footage of him doing all these bizarre things. He kept denying that there was anything wrong, and I guess that's why they're kind of like dogging him now. It's almost like he brought on himself. Because for a while he said, I don't drink, I don't do smoke, I don't do crack, I don't do anything. It's all incorrect. Next thing you know, all these videos are popping up. I'm like,
well,
what?
I never heard him deny anything.
Oh, he did. The first time I saw the guy, I'm like, who is he? Because I don't keep up what's going on in Canada because he's Canadian.
No. But when I heard, the first time it came to my attention, he was, was already there. He admitted
he was already
he
out
was
there.
partying one night and just got into a super and
he got into something, that's for sure.
And got into that.
Can we
and
say
then
wow?
Right after that, I guess it was a prostitute thing,
Yeah, he got into a little something.
But it seemed like he was out there, period.
Oh, yeah, he was out there.
And then they started trying, but it got to me, if they're going to strip him, they only stripped him of 63%. How do you decide or determine that you're going to strip somebody 63% of their power?
Maybe he convinced that he only smoked crack 63% of the time. I don't know.
But he only had, 63%. It all was bizarre.
Look, it's Canadian law.
Yeah.
I'm sure Canadian law is probably different than the United States. Now, what do you think they would have done to him had he been a U.S. citizen? This had not occurred in Canada.
I know a couple people.
Marion Barry.
Yeah, a couple other people who, did their little thing, and they still got to keep their jobs.
Yeah, because the citizens in D.C. reelected Marion Barry. I was a little surprised.
Julian Bond and all the rest of them.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, you remember, because with Julian, I can remember back, I think the lady name was Carmen Lopez.
Who?
Beat his wife with the shoe.
Who?
Yeah, Carmen Lopez.
This was somebody in Metro Atlanta?
Yeah, with Julian Bond when they got busted with all that cocaine or crack or whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I wasn't in Atlanta then. I don't recall.
But there was
that.
a whole bunch of names, but I ain't going to talk about it. If people want to realize what it is, who all the people involved, they just
Julian Bond from back in the day,
Yeah,
Mr. Civil Rights. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Civil rights activists and everything.
Oh yeah, him and all of them.
I didn't know
what
that.
was the guy's name in D.C. you just mentioned?
Marion Barry.
Yeah, they all was buddies. I
guess that was going on in Atlanta when I moved. I moved to Texas before I came back.
There was a whole big
wow.
thing.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Wow.
Oh yeah,
learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know.
Yeah, but there's so much going on. But what we're going to do, we're going to take a break for the calls, and we will come right back. How you say that, Ma?
All right, we'll be right back.
You've been listening to Kaye Dee and Motormouth on RadioDNANetwork.com.
Enjoy your day. You're listening to Kaye Dee and Motormouth on 103.1 FM, WEOM, Thomasville, North Carolina.
Welcome back. Hey, Kaye Dee, tell me, what was the most strangest thing that you have listened to or seen on TV, radio, or on the internet that caught your attention?
Oh, you're just going to bring me out like that, huh?
Yeah,
The strangest thing.
Yeah, because everything been so strange has been happening around here lately.
Strangest? Gosh. On TV, anything in general?
TV, internet, whatever caught your eye as being the most oddest thing.
Gosh. Oh, you will put me out like that.
Well, I give you mine.
I didn't have anything else. Yeah, go ahead. It's so many.
Mine
I don't know.
is affordable health care, okay?
That's the strangest thing.
Yeah. Here you're going to release something for the people to sign up on, and it don't even work. Okay? Here you're going to put all this big hoopla, as you like to say, behind something for years, and then when you finally get your moment to make it happen, it don't work. People losing their insurance.
Yeah. A lot of people that I know that are working,
not secure.
Yeah, working multiple part-time jobs are losing their benefits under Obamacare, as they call it, because it's something about if you go over a certain amount of hours each week, it puts the employers in a different position where they have to modify, the benefit package that they offer you. So that's one problem that a lot of people are not too happy about. But they are working on the website, so they said, right, Motormouth?
Oh, I heard today they need to take it down or leave it alone. Because the bugs is still not worked out. And then they said out of all of that, I remember the numbers were so low.
Yeah, because the Republicans, GOP, they actually, I don't want to say they forced them, but they kind of did. They kept demanding that the numbers of the amount of people that actually enrolled for Obamacare through the Marketplace website. And the Democrats and, the Obama Dem, as I like to call it, they didn't want to release it. But under the Public Information Act or whatever, they actually got the numbers released last week, and it was only off the top of my head, 80,000? It wasn't a lot.
Yeah, I know in Georgia it was
wrong.
1,000.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot at all. It might have been a total 80,000, which is really crazy when you look at the United States. But yeah, they got some problems, and all I'm saying is I wish to God Obama and them had called me to build them a website. Did you hear what they paid these people to build this website, Motormouth? Oh my God!
No, I didn't.
It was crazy money. Was it $500,000? It was a stupid amount of money that these people were paid to build this website.
Oh, I could see it costing a lot.
Wow. But it's still just basically building a website and a large database, but it's still building a website.
Yeah, but everything that it got the link to and this back and that. And then, you got to think about how the security system didn't work.
Yeah, that didn't work. It didn't work. Hello.
But how they, going to track everything, put everybody in there so they know who to find, who not to find.
Yeah.
For not signing up to it.
True.
And, I just think it's a bunch of BS. I just say it like this, people need health care or we need health care because all of us do, but I don't think the government need to get into it like they did and jump down into it until they could not even guarantee what was going on. And
that's why a lot of people upset. Yeah. Remember, Obama kind of painted himself in a corner.
It wasn't cost you no more than what it is. You're going to get a better deal. I mean, none of the stuff have the man.
No, they're upset about that one comment that he kept making, saying that if you like the health care coverage that you already have and the physician, you'll be allowed to keep it. That's why a lot of people are upset about it, because a lot of people didn't have plans on participating in the Obamacare marketplace, and they wanted to keep exactly what they had. And then also a lot of people were upset, especially in Georgia, because the coverage that they kept, that they were allowed to keep under their old plan, doubled because of the introduction of the Obamacare. So we just got a hot mess.
But check this one, though. Now he said he's going to work it out so that you can at least keep your insurance for a year.
Okay.
Now, what in the heck is a year? 12 months.
Maybe
something that you are supposed to be able to keep forever from the way he first came out.
Well, maybe they have the website straight in a year's time. I don't know.
No, but regardless if they have it straight or not, again, the rates of what you're supposed to be able to keep and everything is only going to be for 12 months. Then what is going to happen after the 12 months? I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
It's probably going to go up price-wise.
Well, the price rise already went up with them trying to keep it.
And another problem that I recall off the top of my head about them saying it was a large problem is the reality is they're trying to get a lot of young adults to sign up for it. And
they need them to pay for it.
Yeah, because it's almost like if you can't get the young folks, as I like to call them, to sign up, we're going to have a problem. It's just not going to work. It ain't gonna work, as they say.
If you got the young folks, you got at least 40 years or more.
So that's another huge problem they have to deal with. So I don't know what they're gonna do. It just seems to be all over the place now.
But to me, it just reminds me of what Bill and Hillary Clinton tried to do when they first got into office with that Health Care Act, which her pet peeves that she was trying to pass. And it wouldn't surprise me if she don't have a lot to do with Obamacare and just behind the scene, because it's just so funny that two Democrats got into the House, into that seat, and they both were trying to push it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like they figured they must have worked out the bugs or something for him to come straight down on it, out of his campaign. But I mean, I have nothing against him or anything, but the man just never came through with anything that he really said that he was going to do from the beginning of his pledges.
Who, Obama?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, having, the job market, and then that's the thing, the IRS, what you call that, Department of Labor, all these false,
DOL, Department of Labor.
Statistics coming out and different things like that. And then the thing about shutting down the government, what purpose was that?
Yeah, the government shut down. Wasn't that a hot mess? Who would ever thunk the government was shut down?
Yeah, so see, those are my strange things that,
Yeah, that was so strange until I think on some level I kind of blocked it out. It's like the world kind of went into a different zone. I'm like, what? The United States government shut down? I'm like, can they do it? Can they do that?
They did it.
Apparently so. And then they shut down for a extended period of time.
Days? Yeah.
And one like, oops, we'll be back in 48 hours. Oh, no. It was like over 2 weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. We must be the freaking laughing stock of the planet right now. The government shut down. What?
Yeah.
But that's what they did.
But I say, whenever they get together like that, because I say they all sleep in the same bed, regardless if they Republican, Democrat, and Tea Partiers, Yeah, they all do the same thing.
What's going on with the Tea Party right now? I guess I got out of the political zone a little bit and kind of, I guess that's why I branched off into reality TV and Scandal and Kerry Washington series. Give me some escapism. When the world gets really, really crazy, I like to kind of navigate toward entertainment.
Well, I guess
it's a stress reliever. You don't have to analyze anything on a deep level. You just sit back and keep up with,
Well, I don't see that much difference between reality TV and the government. Really. I'd rather deal with the government than some of this crazy stuff on stereotypes that they got on reality TV.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess with reality TV, you can always shut it off and go back to real life. That's why they call it entertainment. You just escape reality for a minute. That's all.
I mean, what? DC is entertainment,
Yeah, it is.
Nobody go to DC and do what they promised that they was going to do to get elected.
But see, what it is like real life, you can't escape from it, you know what I mean? And it affects your pocketbook, it affects your livelihood and your lifestyle. Again, entertainment TV is just entertainment.
Well,
you don't want to deal with it. You shut it off, and it doesn't affect anything.
But anytime you allow yourself to be amused a certain way, you're cutting off certain things.
Well, go and amuse me, because sometimes real life is a little much. You just need to check out and have some fun.
Just the idea of being amused.
Okay,
and
I don't need to be in the deep world 24/7, 7 days a week. Got to come up
But I
for
just
air.
think when it get fuller to it, it's time. But you just get off into yourself and. Prepare what you got to do for tomorrow and have some fun while you're doing it, trying to, do it. Because, I don't know.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, sir. Anyway, how about we take another quick station break, Motormouth? Just a little break.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
You're listening to KD and the Motor Mouth Show on 103.1 FM, WEOM, Thomasville, North Carolina.
Live and in full effect, this is Black Leaf online. And whenever I listen to the radio, I listen to WEOM 103.1 FM with Kaye Dee and Motormouth.
Hey, we're down to the final phase, Kaye Dee.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, it's been a while since we did this, getting broken back in. And everything. But, I always like to tell people, they can feel free to contact us if they got some topics or subject matters that they like to talk about. There's just so much going on right now,
When is there not always something going on?
We get ready for the Winter Olympics and the different things like that.
We get ready for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, right. And the astronauts that came back with the Olympic torch from outer space, the Russian astronauts.
Astronauts came back from outer space with a living toy. Where the heck was I when all this was going on?
I don't know.
Where
it's been going on. It happened last week, And they're getting ready for the Winter Olympics. And just like you said, we got everything rolling down here in the United States for Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, I like the Olympics. I'm going to look at it. I just didn't know that I'm like, what does the astronauts have to do with the Olympics?
Yeah, the Russians. what's they call them? Cosmic. What's they call them? Not cosmic knots.
The Russians. Let's just say the Russians.
Yeah, they got another names other than astronauts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow,
But,
that's kind of
yeah,
cool.
they did that little thing. Oh, I tell you what really caught my mind
Mm-hmm.
is about in the Caribbean or the Caribbeans, as some people like
What
to call
the
it.
weather and everything?
No,
The Philippines and
the
the weather?
$11 million of gold bars that got stolen yesterday or sometime this week, and then over in
Wow.
India,
Stolen?
on Jet something
I had one of my
airline.
give up the gold bars. You know you got it.
And somebody left
Who
a
stole
million,
gold bars?
1.1 million gold bars on the airplane in the bathroom.
What?
Yes.
Where all these gold bars
yeah,
just
you
popping
know.
up from all of a sudden?
Yeah, because they had that even on the news this morning about the gold bar in India, because they was talking about how between India and China they having a little battle who got the most gold. You know, because they both was leaders. You know, they both got more gold than the United States. You know. Yeah.
Oh man, that's not funny.
Yeah, but you
That's
know, I
not
always
funny.
realize that people from India always have some beautiful gold
They
on.
certainly do.
You know, I mean that deep
Beautiful gold. You're
Yes.
right. I had some buddies of mine when I was in
Yes.
Texas that were native from India, and they had gold that was passed down from family, through the generations and everything.
yeah.
Beautiful gold. You're right.
Beautiful gold.
What are you trying to say, Mortimer?
Well, the United States don't have it no more. You know,
So
we
our
ain't
gold
number
looks
one.
different than the gold that they
Yeah.
have. It does. It
Yeah,
really
you know,
does.
even the manufacturer, when you go into the store, the American stores, and look for the gold, it's lighter
Yeah.
in
The
color.
color's
Yeah,
different. You're
and
right.
the color. Over there, it's nice and deep and golden.
It
you
might
know.
have a different actual gold content in the
Yeah,
dirt than
I'm
ours.
quite sure, you know.
I'm sure they're mixing ours
Yeah.
with something.
Just like they do our pennies, our dimes, and our nickels.
Yeah.
Well, nickels might still be nickel, but dimes is no longer silver, really,
Yeah.
if they got a little silver coating on it.
Well, that's cool. I just really wish
yeah.
they would stop playing with this money because I am so tired of okay, maybe it's just me lately. Every time I think I've gotten used to looking at some new strange money, and I'm checking out somewhere, pulling out coins, going, what is this? Looks like I went to Chuck E. Cheese or something and accidentally got the play money mixed in with the real money.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's just looking strange to me. I guess
Well,
it's
it's
me.
the
All of
idea.
it.
They have to keep on changing it now
Yeah, they keep
because
changing it.
it's so easy to counterfeit with today's technology.
I
That's
suppose.
out there for printing and the different things like that.
I suppose.
They could do it real quickly.
I
And
suppose.
when you got people out there that want those billions of dollars, they go.
I know I have other
They go in their
things to
backyard
do.
or in their garage.
Yeah. I'd have other things
the
to keep
print.
me occupied other than let me see if I can duplicate these nickels and dimes. But I hear you.
Oh no, they doing the paper. They say
Yeah.
they leave the metal alone.
Yeah. I hear you.
They only want to stamp that because they ain't big enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, everything happens for a reason,
Mm-hmm.
as they say. And I guess I'm just sitting here thinking, I just want to talk about the holidays, Black Friday, and I'm going to, hit on that a little bit, and then Thanksgiving in general, because it's just interesting to me. The only thing, you asked me what caught my mind and my eye, the thing I think beyond the Miley Cyrus and the entertainment stuff and the serious stuff and the politics and Obamacare that caught my mind is, why is it when I was buying Halloween candy, I had to wade through Christmas trees and Christmas ornaments? It's almost like, have we forgotten that Thanksgiving is even a holiday?
No, but that's been
We
going
don't-
on for so long
Yeah,
now.
but
you know.
it's getting
I mean,
ridiculous now.
yeah, but I
okay?
mean,
it's just
but-
getting ridiculous.
I mean, I done got used to it. After going in the Garden Ridge and they had Christmas in July and had all these bright colored trees and everything.
Yeah, but they didn't even bother to really put up Thanksgiving displays.
No,
I
that's
think that's
what
what it is.
they
Not
say
only-
Christmas
Not
in
only did
July.
they just skip it and bring it in earlier, I'm like looking hard for something with little turkey and fall leaves. I had a hard time.
Nah,
it
you
would be
see-
like one little itty bitty corner and one little bitty
What
edge
you
of a
do
shell. I'm like, really?
nowadays, you get it at Halloween and you just leave the witches and the goblins off of it, and everything is still, the same color
I guess.
for Thanksgiving.
Oops, you know it's not Halloween. Excuse me. We have to be politically correct. What is it? Fall harvest and every other thing other than Halloween.
No, Halloween.
I'm just saying, man.
I'm old school.
Everything
I
is
can't
so
get
bizarre
that new
now.
stuff
Everything
no more.
bizarre now.
Yeah, I can't get to
And
all
I
the
guess what is it?
political
They don't
correct.
really call Christmas anymore. What is it that they call it?
I don't know.
I don't know, but it's getting ridiculous. It's still Christmas. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like Thanksgiving is still Thanksgiving, not fall festivity, fall holiday, whatever it is. Thanksgiving, people. Okay? And I hope that everyone actually has a wonderful Thanksgiving since I'm bringing it up.
Yes, I do too.
Yeah, which will be around the corner, next
Yeah.
week?
But I haven't heard about Jose Feed the Hungry like you normally do for Thanksgiving.
Maybe you think it's too early because, Thanksgiving is going to be a little bit later this year than it was last year.
Well, not really. It's about a week or so away, within 10 days.
But they were saying, like on the news, I hadn't really analyzed the calendar days or anything, but that's why they were saying that they were doing the Black Friday holiday specials a little bit early because there wasn't going to be as many shopping days between Christmas and Thanksgiving this year as it was the year before. I think it's just an excuse for them to start that shopping early. That's really what's going on.
Yeah, that's all it is. Some
It's really just an excuse.
Some starting it, the Thanksgiving Day, but wait until you see or hear. I predict somebody going to do it the day before.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Motormouth. They claim that they have real Black Friday deals online now, where you don't really have to wait until Thanksgiving the day of or the day after.
Well, yeah, they did that for a couple years straight now, I think.
Yeah, they're trying to take it up a notch. I'm like, wow. Oh, well, it is what it is.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, soon they're going to have employees. Well, they should get rid of Thanksgiving. The Indians don't like it. They're making sports teams change their names.
But that was about the Washington Redskins. That wasn't necessarily about Thanksgiving.
Well, no, it's just about the idea of the Indians being misrepresented. And I think in Thanksgiving they being misrepresented.
So if we just got rid of Thanksgiving, seriously.
Yeah, got rid of
What are we
Thanksgiving.
gonna do in November?
Then it might sing a little bit better if Christmas stuff is already out.
No, I don't want to get rid of Thanksgiving. You know why? Thanksgiving is the only time of the year, really and truly. I mean, you can get together any time of the year, if that's your desire to do so. But it's the one time of the year where, regardless of where you are, what you're doing, who's mad at who's happy with who's died, who's still here, new babies, old babies, it's the only time of the year that I can think of where families really make an effort to try to get together just to sit down and have a meal. It's not that common anymore. And that's the only reason why I wouldn't want to see Thanksgiving being tossed to the side, gotten rid of. Now, whether you take advantage of that and make it into what it's supposed to be, it's up to you. But it's the only real holiday that we have that is really all about that and nothing else. Family and being thankful and grateful for what you have. So if we get rid of that, what are we going to substitute it with? We got to have something. Just my opinion, more than mine.
Well, they already got rid of the name, so, they call it something else you already said, so let them just get rid of all of it.
Well, even if they get rid of the name, I don't think they should get rid of the concept.
The concept is gone.
And the desire to get together and try to make an effort.
They just
to
get
show up with
rid
your
of
family.
Thanksgiving and just have a family day.
Nah, it wouldn't be the same. Call it family
have
day.
a
No,
family day.
we need to keep Thanksgiving.
Call it super family.
No, we need to keep Thanksgiving. Bottom line.
Get rid of it, super family.
Nope.
And then the Indians will feel right that their harvest and everything wasn't stolen or their legacy.
Okay, Motormouth is tripping, but all I'm saying is I'm not getting rid of Thanksgiving. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday.
If you feel like hey, check this. If you feel like we should get rid of Thanksgiving, send an email to select one. If you think we should keep it, email us and put 2. And we'll give you the report or the outcome the next time we do a show. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Anyway.
But anyway, why don't you give people how they can get in contact with us and if they want to get there and they can they can easily, I can say they can go to radiodnanetwork.com and submit their emails. And
tell Motormouth, no, you don't want to get rid of Thanksgiving. Or you can go to KD_radio. That's KD is in David _radio, RADIO, and that's on Twitter. So I'm at KD_radio on Twitter. Hit me up there.
Yep.
And tell me, yes, we need to keep Thanksgiving.
And then if you really want to get with me, hit me on Radio DNA Network, Twitter, and I will get back with you because I still say get rid of Thanksgiving, get rid of Christmas, get rid of New Year's, get rid of all these people holidays.
Motormouth is tripping, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful holiday.
Just keep Kwanzaa.
We'll talk with you later.
Keep Kwanzaa.
Peace and grace.
Peace and grace. Bye-bye.
Join the fun on the Kaye Dee and Motormouth radio show on RadioDNANetwork.com.